What's going on, people? So basically this video will be talking about your credit card versus your debit card. Now before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor right now, stop what you're doing, smash that like button, because this is definitely going to be beneficial to you, and also subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be talking a lot about credit cards, business credit cards, how to leverage your credit, how to make money with no money. And also, as you see, I also have another side of my world where I talk about crypto mining and how I'm able to make passive income through that. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be on this channel that could benefit you in the long run. Now let's get into it. So as you see right here, I decided to just have both of them up so that way we could see. A debit card, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what a debit card is, what it's used for, right? But a lot of people don't know what's the perks in using a debit card compared to a credit card, right? Because a credit card, the first thing you think about is it's not your money, it's credit, right? So it's other people's money that you're using, and then you pay off your monthly balance. But does it come with perks? Most credit cards always come with perks. Credit cards come with, you know, if you spend, they give you a percentage back. If you spend the first 3 months, they give you, you know, $200 back. If you do a balance transfer, they give you a 0 APR, right? Now, what does a debit card do for you? To me personally, a debit card does nothing for me. The only thing it does is basically store my money so that way other people can use that money, right? But it's no benefit to me. Like when I swipe it, I don't get no perks. When I use it, I don't get no perks. When I take cash out, I don't get no perks. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about basically who wins, credit card or debit card. Now, from the most of the things that I just mentioned, I'm sure you already have the answer to it, right? But I'm going to break it down so that way you can understand why that is the top dog compared to these two. Now, when you pay your rent, right? I say you pay your rent, you use your debit card or you use a check, right? Does that rent get put onto your credit report? Absolutely not. When you swipe your debit card, does it get put on your credit report? Absolutely not. When you take out money, does it get on your credit report? Absolutely not. So this is the big reason why I have these two compared to each other, because in most senses I'm going to teach you how to not use your debit card. Now of course there's going to be certain things that you may need your debit card for. I'll give you one personal reason why I use a debit card. I have a barber and I only go to one barber and he only takes cash. So of course, if he's only taking cash, I have to go to ATM machine and take out money and give it to him. But as far as the majority of all other things, I don't even touch my debit card. My debit card is not even in my wallet most of the time. My debit card is in my wallet if, let's say, maybe I go out and maybe I'll need it, or basically like I just said, my barber, I know I have to go to an ATM and take out cash, right? But other than that, I try to discipline myself to not use my debit card at all. Why? Because let's just say if I'm working and I'm making $4,000 a month, right? All my expenses from rent, cable, light, food, gas, whatever the case may be, I want to use my credit card. Now, why would I want to use my credit card? I want to use my credit card for the simple fact that it's getting put onto my credit report. So I don't know if a lot of y'all seen, because I have TikTok, I show that my credit score is about, I think, an 810 or something like that. It's in the 800s, right? Now a lot of y'all probably ask, how the heck did he get it to 800, right? Or why does my credit don't look like that? It seems like I'm on a roller coaster ride. Well, the quick answer for you is basically you're not using your credit card enough, and you may be using your debit card more, and you get no perks with that whatsoever. So when I use my credit cards, anyone, whatever you have, whether it's Chase, I just have Chase up here so that way I show y'all, you know, $200 plus 5% gas station cashback offer. Does your debit card do that? Absolutely not. So if you know, the main thing you want to do, of course, this comes with discipline though. You don't ever want to spend above your means. And what I mean by that is basically you don't want to swipe your credit card for $10,000 if you're only making $4,000 a month, right? Now, of course, you want to save, right? So you want to save, you know, some type of money, which is nothing wrong with that. Save, so have a savings account, right? And put your money that you're saving into your savings account. That's why it's called a savings account. A lot of people think their debit card, their checking account, is their savings account, and you're doing it completely wrong. Whether you're getting a little percentage back or, you know, a good percentage back, you want to have your savings into a savings account. So put your savings into a savings account. Now, as far as a debit card, like I said, it's really useless and using. It's no perks whatsoever. So you want to use, if you spend $2,000 that month, you want to pay off the $2,000 at the end of the month. If you make $4,000, obviously you're able to save $2,000, right? So then you'll take the $2,000 or whatever, because of course you want a little cushion maybe in your debit card, right? So let's say you take $1,000, you put it into your savings account. You pay $2,000 at the end of the month towards your credit card, right? Now, what happens? Credit bureau see you're using your credit card, you're utilizing your credit, so therefore, and you're becoming responsible because you're paying it on time. So that's the whole reason why credit is way better to use than an actual debit card. So if you gained anything from this, and if you feel you are responsible enough, put away the debit card. Don't use the debit card. I do not use my debit card. The only time I use my debit card is, like I said, of course, you have to pay your bills with your debit card, meaning that when you go to make a payment on your credit card, of course you have to have a debit card to process that. But other than that, I do not use my debit card. You know, I use my credit for everything throughout the month, and then I pay it off at the end of the month. And a little trick to that, I know I said it in another video, but again, when you become more advanced, you start knowing when you have to pay certain things. So with me, I give or take 2 to 3 weeks, and then I pay that item off. Now the key word, like I just said, is the item off. So I will scan through my my credit card and see what I had used on what time frame, and then if, you know, I use 3 items that's between that window of 2 to 3 weeks, then I pay that off. I won't pay off the item that I just spent 2 days ago. I'll wait 2 to 3 weeks for that. Alright, so I hope this video definitely helped you, and if y'all still don't know the answer, here it goes. Credit card beats a debit card. Debit card is mainly pointless. It's not worth using because you get no perks in it, and it doesn't help you with any way. The only way debit card is good for is obviously paying your credit cards, or like I said, certain places that only take cash. Then yes, you go to an ATM, you take out your hard-earned money, and you pay for it. But other than that, I will always use a credit card and then just pay it off at the end of the bill cycle. Hope this video helped y'all. Again, if y'all still please smash that like button. Please don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Like I said, I'm gonna make many more videos. I'm gonna make another one probably in the middle of the week, so stay tuned for it. Peace and love.